Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 8-man tables, ladders, and chairs match. The only way this match will end is on pinfall or submission. One man will enter from each team every minute until all 8 men are in the ring. Then it will be pinfall submission only. The winners will walk away with the contracts for all of the Southern Wrestling Association championships. Introducing first, representing the Mayhem Mafia from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 208 pounds. He is one half of the Southern Wrestling Association Tag Team Champions, Marshall Simmons. His opponent, standing out on the floor from Forest City, North Carolina, 170 pounds. This is Kendall Slayer.
Okay, here we go, folks. As I said at the beginning of the night, the table is set. This is it, the tables, ladders, and chairs match that will hold the fate, or could possibly hold the fate of all of the titles in SWA except for the TV championship and the heavyweight championship.
Can you imagine the Mayhem Mafia having free reign to defend their championships whenever they want? No every 30 days, no every show, but whenever they feel like it, Tim?
That would completely give them control. And now Kendall Slayer using his amateur ability has wrapped Marshall Simmons up in a submission maneuver.
10, 9,
and now here's the countdown
7,
for the first
6,
man,
5, 4,
the third
3,
man actually to
2,
enter this match. We're
1.
not sure who it's going to be.
Making their way down the ring, the perfect storm, Mike McCloud.
So now it's 2-on-1. The Mayhem Mafia now has a 2-on-1 advantage over Kendall Slayer.
Now, the perfect storm, Mike McCloud, one of his championship could be up for grabs too. He is the Grand Prix Pure Wrestling champion. I don't think we're going to see any pure wrestling in this TLC match, though.
Most probably not. This is going to be a brutal match. Kendall Slayer taking Mike McCloud down, but Marshall Simmons coming behind with a low blow. Now the 2-on-1 advantage is going to get the best of Kendall Slayer. There's no way he can hold on.
Power bomb. Oh, Dominator.
Dominator on Kendall Slayer takes him down. Now 10, we're getting the countdown
9, 8,
for the fourth man
7,
to come in.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
We're not sure who it's going to be. Here we go. We'll see now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth man in this match. He is
it's
the
Wicked.
Bourbon Street Saint, Wicked.
And Wicked going straight to get a ladder. He is wasting no time.
Well, we've got our first ladder in the ring.
He's wasted no time. He went straight for the ladder to bring it in. Now Wicked in the ring with Marshall Simmons. Mike McCloud and Kendall Slayer out on the outside. Marshall Simmons head bouncing off of the ladder. This could be bad. Power slam.
Oh,
Power slam on the ladder.
Marshall Simmons' leg has gotten caught up in that ladder.
Wicked throws the ladder to the side. Now we were getting the countdown again for another man to enter.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the next man in is Rocky Xavier Starr, otherwise known as your person of interest, RXS.
And Rocky Starr, the one-night member of the Mayhem Mafia, has now made his way. He hasn't made his way into the ring.
I can't say I blame him in this TLC match.
This is going to be
very dangerous in there.
Right now it's already crowded. Now Starr making his way into the ring as Marshall Simmons applies a boot to Wicked's throat. Now Rocky Starr coming down with a knee across Kendall Slayer's face.
I'm not going to take anything away from Rocky Starr. Him and Mike McCloud, former tag team champions of various promotions here in the Carolinas. An excellent wrestler. I just don't know how he's going to fit in this TLC match.
This is going to be a fast and furious match.
10, 9,
and here's the countdown
8,
again
7, 6,
for the next entrant.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the next man out from the Carolina Connection, it is Rick Hart.
Rick Hart making a beeline for the ring to save his partner, Wicked. He gives a DDT to Mike McCloud. Now brings Rocky Starr over with a body slam.
We've got 2 guys left to come out. There's no surprise on who these next 2 are going to be. It's going to be Mr. Honesty, James Drake, and the Southern Wrestling Association Commissioner, Crunk.
And then that will be all of the men in, and at that point, pinfall or submission wins the match the contract.
It's going to be bedlam here at ringside.
Marshall Simmons bringing a chair into the ring. Kendall Slayer is outside of the ring. Marshall Simmons with the chair across the back of Rick Hart. Now we've got a countdown again for another entrant.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the next man out representing the Mayhem Mafia, he is Mr. Honesty, James Drake.
And Mr. Honesty, James Drake, our at one time tonight, my broadcast partner has made his way out to the ringside area.
Unceremoniously dumped me from the booth today.
And Rick Hart just unceremoniously kicked him in the stomach. Now James Drake into the ring. I'm even losing track of where everybody is. Marshall Simmons is outside the ring with Rick Hart. Mike McCloud and James Drake are.
I'm not sure what we've got going on in the ring.
I thought he was posting him up for the drill bit, but now Mike McCloud up to the top rope. The leg drop, an elevated leg drop on the Kendall Slayer. Rocky Starr outside the ring as well.
9,
now here's our countdown
8,
for the
7,
next entrant.
6,
and there's no question
5,
who that's going to be.
4,
It'll be Crunk.
3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the 8th and final man in this match, he is your Southern Wrestling Association Commissioner, Crunk.
And Crunk into the ring, knocks James Drake out. Now he's on Marshall Simmons in the corner. Rocky Starr back in the ring. Mike McCloud down. Rocky Starr down from a clothesline from Crunk.
Tim, I do not envy Sparky Sanchez for having to be the inside ring official for this match now.
I'm not real sure if I'm comfortable being where we are.
Yeah, we are. We got ladders falling around us, chairs swinging everywhere.
Chair shots.
I do. Rocky Starr's gone up and over the ring steps. James Drake ducking. I mean, it's all over the ringside area. I'm having trouble keeping track of where I'm going.
James Drake.
Rick Hart just went behind us with a ladder. Drives it into the head of Marshall Simmons.
This is pandemonium. There's no way you can keep up with everything here. Marshall Simmons, like we said, outside the ring. Rick Hart has just.
Tim, I don't know if we brought it up at all this evening, but there is a ladder that is just about as tall as this building.
It's huge.
I mean, it's just about touching the ceiling.
I'm not sure if at some point we're going to have this used. Kendall Slayer was just tossed onto that ladder by James Drake and Mike McCloud. Now Wicked trying to make his way back into the ring. James Drake meets him there. Marshall Simmons is setting up a ladder on the turnbuckle.
I'm looking in the ring. I'm seeing 7 guys in the ring. Rocky Starr, unusual by his absence.
I don't even know where he's at.
Out on the floor that took him out.
James Drake applying a boot to Wicked's throat. Now
Mike
pushing.
McCloud just got whipped into the corner into a steel chair. Rick Hart just whipped into a ladder. They're all over the place here. We got referee Josh Cash and Sparky Sanchez now both out on the floor. Clothesline takes the head of Kendall Slayer off.
Vicious clothesline to Kendall Slayer from Mr. Honesty James Drake. Now Starr back in the ring, standing over Mike McCloud, helping him up.
I am right just saying utter chaos.
And he's
he
right.
Couldn't be more right.
As he runs underneath the ladder to get away from Wicked. Wicked back to the ringside area with a
Crunk just tried to take James Drake's head off in that corner, misses.
Rick Hart is bleeding. Rick Hart is bleeding.
Rick Hart has been cut open out on the floor. Kendall Slayer taking a lot of abuse inside the ring. Rocky Starr seems perfectly content sitting and watching.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I can blame him.
Well,
Crunk has brought him into this match, though.
Crunk has put a stop to the in-ring show.
Right now, there are 2 chairs in the ring. There's a ladder and a chair right here next to us as James Drake comes across Crunk's back with that chair. Country and Ivan Righteous are here at ringside area. Rick Hart back out to the outside.
Rocky Starr's got the chair. Is he going to hit Crunk with the chair?
Oh, and Crunk was unfazed.
He didn't move.
Not only,
Rocky
and Rocky says, I'm out of
here.
here. Rocky decides that it might be better for him to be somewhere else.
Towards the locker room. Crunk's going out after him.
And Rocky, I think, went all the way to the back.
Apparently, they're going to let Rocky.
James Drake's the only one left in the ring. Rick Hart, Crunk.
As it stands right now, Tim, this has become a 4-on-3. Rocky
It has.
Starr has. No.
Oh, no. Janet Cash
De Niro says you get your butt back out there.
sent Rocky back out. James Drake with a kick to Wicked's face.
Rocky Starr pummeling away at Crunk, sort of.
Sort of, yes.
I'm not sure what's going on now.
James Drake bringing Wicked
He's
over
using
this corner.
Crunk as a stepping stool.
Oh.
Well, Rocky
And
Starr
now he's
standing
using
on
our
our
table.
table now.
That's
This wasn't supposed to be one of the tables tonight.
No, absolutely not.
I was.
James Drake.
No, not out here in front of us.
James
Rocky,
Drake.
don't do it.
James Drake has put two.
No,
Put
we
two
got
chairs
they're
on
in both
Wicked.
corners.
This is not going to be good. No.
Coast to coast with one and another.
A double coast to coast on Wicked from James
Wicked
Drake.
is busted open. Wicked
James
is
Drake
bleeding.
and Rocky Starr. This has gotten out of control.
We got tables being set up next
To us. I don't like
these
this.
are right next to us.
I don't like this.
Tim, have you ever been to SeaWorld? I'm almost afraid we're in the splash zone at this point.
You know what? Right now I'm thinking about going to SeaWorld because I don't want to be here.
SeaWorld would be a lot safer than being where we're at this point in
Now
time.
there's a table being pushed into the ring by Rick Hart.
We got
Wicked is bleeding
Rick Hart
profusely.
trying to bring a table in. James Drake's like, I don't want any part of this table. Whoa!
Now Marshall Simmons is bleeding as well.
Looks like could Kendall Slayer be going for a ride here? Pick him up
A
for
triple team.
no.
no.
Looks like they're picking him up.
Mike McCloud is setting up on the top rope.
What in the world is this? Oh, gosh!
Double stomp to the back as three men.
Slayer's head pogoed into that ring.
Double stomp to the back.
Rocky Starr
off of the
going
top
for a
rope.
submission, perhaps? It's got a lion tamer. Rick Hart breaks that up.
Rick Hart breaks that up with a kick to the back. Now Wicked is out at the
This has been an
entranceway.
insane match, Tim.
Wicked is bleeding profusely. Marshall Simmons is bleeding.
We're almost
Rick
12
Hart.
minutes into the match. Wicked's cut up. Rick Hart's cut up.
Wicked is bleeding profusely from his head. I'm not even sure. I
I should have warned ahead of time for the viewers at home. This is match not for the faint of heart, and they've proved it so far.
This is out of control.
They got them fighting all around us.
Wicked has taken James Drake over to the table. He has taken James Drake over the table. We also have action back in the ring. This is almost too much to keep up with. Oh, Wicked takes James Drake through the table with the wrath of God. That is Wicked's finishing maneuver. He just sent James Drake through the table. Both men are down. Both men are down over there.
That might be the last we see of James Drake and Wicked in this match.
Most probably. But back in the ring, we've got Rick Hart setting up a table.
Kendall Slayer squared off with Mike McCloud, and Crunk is still going after him.
Wicked is bleeding profusely.
In the ring, we've got Mike McCloud setting up a pile driver. They spike pile driver, Kendall Slayer.
Kendall Slayer has taken a lot of abuse in this match. Wicked is absolutely a mess.
Oh!
Mike McCloud just jumped over the table.
Behind you didn't get to see this. James Drake tosses a chair at the face of Wicked.
This is out of control. Oh, no.
We got the table set up here. Rick Hart
is up on the top rope, on the second rope.
Mike McCloud fighting him off. I don't know.
Kendall Slayer's Kendall Slayer set up on this table outside next to us. Marshall Simmons.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Mike McCloud has Rick Hart.
Right behind us now.
And I just got spattered with Wicked's blood. As Mike McCloud and Rick Hart go through a table in the ring. Now, Marshall Simmons.
Tim,
oh, no.
I like where we're sitting at ringside. I
Not
think it might
right
be,
now,
nope,
I don't.
Well, I could be. Thankfully,
I'm glad he
Marshall
took him
Simmons
off that.
changes his mind.
I'm glad he took him off of that table. Now, James Drake is covered in Wicked's blood. Wicked is covered in Wicked's blood.
There's blood pouring all over the floor here at the National Guard Armory.
This has gotten out of control. Now, Marshall Simmons breaking down the table.
I've never been happier to see a table moved in all my life.
Absolutely. The table in the ring is broken. I think Rick Hart's moving it out to get it out of the way. Now, Marshall Simmons.
Not over here by us, Sparky. We don't want it.
No.
Nope,
So somewhere else. I don't want that over here. He's trying to get it out of the ring. Oh, Marshall Simmons just told me that I was going to like this one.
They're having some difficulty getting the table out of the ring with the ropes.
Yeah,
there.
it's obviously broken. It's going to be difficult to get it out of the ring. Now, James Drake with Kendall Slayer up.
I don't have any idea what to call that.
I don't either. That was a crazy double team move. Now, Crunk and Wicked. Now, Crunk is also bleeding. They're trying to move back into the ring.
I didn't see what caused the laceration on Crunk.
I haven't seen what's caused the laceration on any of them. Wicked is now covering Kendall Slayer to keep them off of him. Now, Rick Hart just went out to the outside.
Kendall Slayer is covered in blood. Doesn't appear to be his own.
No, I think it's Wicked's because Wicked was covering.
Of it to go around.
There's plenty of plasma around,
I'm looking at the bottom of the table here. That
it's covered in blood.
Is covered in blood.
Wicked,
the Mayhem Mafia has Kendall Slayer on his own. He goes through the table in the corner.
A half a table. And now they're setting up another table there. This doesn't look good for Kendall Slayer. Oh. Mike McCloud with the running boot.
The table's set up in the ring.
They're having trouble setting it up. Now they've got it. Now they've got.
This is headed.
Wicked is trying to make his way back into the ring to save Kendall Slayer, but he is in there with all four members of the Mayhem Mafia. This is not looking good for Kendall Slayer.
Kendall Slayer, without a doubt, one of the most inexperienced men in this match, has only been on the SWA roster a short period of time.
No.
Oh, my.
Marshall Simmons is moving this gigantic ladder into. No.
That ladder's got to be at least 20 foot high, if not higher.
At least. And I don't like the looks of this. Oh, I really don't like the looks of this for Kendall Slayer.
Marshall Simmons is going up high.
Marshall Simmons is scaling the ladder.
He's telling him to go up.
Wicked and
I
Rocky
don't think
Starr.
he should do this.
Wicked and Rocky Starr on the other side of the ring.
No, don't do this. Marshall, don't do it.
This. Oh, my God. Marshall Simmons is going higher and higher.
In front of us. He dives off. Frog splash.
Oh, frog splash through the table.
Did not break. The table cracked.
The table cracked, but it did not break.
Sparky Sanchez going in to check on both men. The table didn't break. That had to have been a good 15-foot jump.
At least.
Wait, out here on the floor, I Am Righteous and Country going at it. Big elbow, and another one.
A bionic elbow from Country onto Ivan Righteous.
Oh.
Yeah. Blood being splashed.
I'm not sure if I got hit with blood or table.
It could very possibly be blood. Blood is spattered everywhere. Wicked is bleeding profusely. Crunk is bleeding. Rick Hart is bleeding.
Out here in front of us.
Marshall Simmons is bleeding. And it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell who's bleeding because there's so much blood around. You don't know if it's theirs or somebody else's.
De Niro taking I Am Righteous to the back.
Yeah, after the bionic elbow from Country, Ivan Righteous being helped to the back.
There is carnage all over here. Our camera crew are walking over tables trying to get camera shots for you fans. Kai Ashton, you're only going to see here in Southern Wrestling Association this TLC match.
That's right.
We got a cover.
Rick Hart with the cover. First one of the night. And Sparky Sanchez not realizing 1, 2, and James Drake kicks out.
Sparky was checking on Kendall Slayer, missed the count.
And once again, Kendall Slayer is covered in blood, but I don't know if it's his. I don't think it is his. I think it was Wicked's. Because Wicked did at one
Drake
point.
has this chair. Oh, right across the back.
Across the back of Rick Cash.
We've got
Wicked is being
medical crew
attended to.
checking on Wicked. Whoa! Spinebuster. Down goes Rocky Starr.
And James Drake comes across with a chair. Now, Kendall Slayer with the ladder around his neck, driven into the ring post by Mike McCloud.
Wait, Shay McGrady's out here.
Shay McGrady has just made his way out. Attacked Ivan Righteous and sent him back to the back.
James Drake's making his way up to the top here in the ring. Moonsault duck.
James Drake misses the moonsault.
Debris flying everywhere. Rick Hart up in the corner, kicks him, hooks the head. DDT.
DDT on James Drake. He's going for the cover. 1, 2. And a kick out by James Drake on 2.
Was he saying no, it was only a 2?
It was only a 2 count.
Country out here at ringside thought it was a 3.
And Wicked is being attended to. Wicked is being attended to by medical personnel at ringside.
I think Mike McCloud's hurt here in the ring. Appears to be favoring his ribs. Rick Hart, kick to the face.
Here's another cover. 1, 2, 3. And Rick Hart gets the cover on James Drake.
Ladies and gentlemen, in 20 minutes, 32 seconds, here are your winners and the ones who now have a shot at the Southern Wrestling Association Championships whenever they choose. The team of the Carolina Connection, the SWA Commissioner Crunk, and Kendall Slayer.
And that was, without a doubt, one of the craziest matches I've seen.
That was insane. We've got carnage all over the place. Wicked is being taken to the back by our medical team. James Drake stumbling to the back.
Kendall Slayer has taken a tremendous beating in
Mike
this
McCloud's
match.
down here favoring his ribs. I haven't even.
James Drake is laying in the entranceway.
I haven't even seen Rocky Starr. But the Carolina Connection, Team SWA, if you will, victorious here in this tables, ladders, and chairs 8-man tag.
This was without a doubt one of the craziest matches I've seen. And there are your winners. There are your winners. Minus Wicked, as he is being attended to in the back by medical personnel. But there are your winners. The Carolina Connection, Wicked, and Rick Hart, Crunk, and Kendall Slayer. And there you see Crunk presenting the briefcase to Kendall Slayer. Kendall Slayer, who took a large amount of punishment in that match, as they now clean the ringside area of the broken tables, the chairs, everything that's littered around. There's blood everywhere. There's broken tables. There's chairs. This was absolutely insane.